Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Bayyinah Muhammad, and I'm your admissions officer for the Bayyinah Dream program. In this short video, I would like to help you start your application for the 2015-2016 Dream program. The first thing you should do is go to the website www.bayyinah.com/dream. This website contains everything you need to know about the Dream program. Read through all the information on the different tabs in order to understand what the program is about and how you will benefit from this program. Are you ready to apply? Click Admissions to get all the information you need to complete your application. Be sure to read all of the information on here even after you watch this video. On this page, you want to go ahead and download the Dream Application Checklist. This checklist is specifically designed to help you go through the steps to apply for the program. It looks like a lot of information, but don't worry, it's not as scary as you think. There are three main prerequisites that need to be completed in order to be admitted into the program. You can submit an application while you're working on these prerequisites, but don't schedule the assessments until you're ready to take them. The prereqs are, first, Quran reading and memorization, secondly, writing in Arabic, and third, Arabic with Husna. For the Quran assessment, you need to be able to do two things. First, read the Quran fluently with good basic tajweed, and then secondly, recite Surah Al-Kahf ayahs 1 through 53 from memory. Let's talk about the first assessment, reading Quran with basic tajweed. Students should be able to read with little to no hesitation. They'll be given a random passage from the Quran like this one, and they should be able to read it with very minimal hesitation. So for example, students should be able to read it like this. وأدخل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها بإذن ربهم تحيتهم فيها سلام. You'll notice that I didn't really put a lot of tajweed into it, and I hesitated a couple of times because this ayah is not very familiar. However, students should be able to read without mixing up letters or vowels and without mispronouncing words. We also look for good basic tajweed, and here's an example of what we mean by that. Somebody who's reading in a slow, rhythmic fashion.
وأدخل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها بإذن ربهم تحيتهم فيها سلام.
So you'll notice that all the ghunnas are there, the counts are correct, and so forth. It doesn't have to be tarawih in the haram recitation, but it still has to be fairly good. The second thing that students will be tested on is their memorization of Surah Al-Kahf. We read this surah every Friday, so most people have more of the surah memorized than they realize. You know you're ready to take the assessment when you can recite ayahs 1 through 53 in your salah. Ask someone to test you, or record yourself reciting and check it with a mushaf to ensure that there are little to no mistakes. The next assessment that you're going to complete, as it mentions over here, is writing Arabic comfortably without mixing up letters or sounds. Let's look at some samples to see what is expected during the writing assessment. First, the admissions officer might dictate a passage to you. Now don't worry, we're not going to read the passage with flowing tajweed and expect you to write it down as we read. Rather, we're going to go slowly. So we'll say, wa udkhila alladhina amanu. As you can see, we'll break it up for you. The other thing we might ask you to do is to write something down from memory, like Surah Al-Fatiha. So here's Surah Al-Fatiha from the Mus'haf. It says, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. The first sample over here shows pretty much what we're looking for. You notice that even though it doesn't have harakats, the letters are joined correctly and there's little hesitation in the writing. This is a good writing sample. The next two examples indicate that the students need to do more studying. Notice that there's some hesitation, there's some spelling mistakes, and the letters are not joined correctly. The last assessment is the Arabic with Husna assessment. Let's go back over here to our Dream Application Checklist for information about the Arabic with Husna assessment. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to use this set of notes over here that's provided, and you want to go to www.bayyinah.com, or www.bayyinah.tv. You can either sign up if you don't already have an account or log in. Once you've logged in, you will come over here to courses and you will click Arabic with Husna. Under Arabic with Husna, you're going to go to Unit 1. So you don't have to complete everything, just Unit 1. Under Unit 1, you will see a whole bunch of videos. You don't have to complete all of these videos. Rather, we want you to complete from the first video, which is Introduction, until 8.3. Now, it looks like a lot, but don't worry. Most of these videos are really short. Look, this one's 6 minutes, this one's 9 minutes, etc. So they're generally very short videos. So you want to go from the beginning until 8.3. You want to understand the material in here. You want to memorize the charts that we've explained in the objectives in the second part of your checklist and so forth. It shouldn't be too difficult. Most students are able to get this material just by studying about 30 minutes a day for a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and you should be good to go. All right? So if you feel like you're ready for the Arabic with Husna assessment, then here's what you can do. Go to Assessments, and then scroll down to where it says Arabic with Husna Assessments. We have a few things here to help you. First of all, we have a practice assessment that you can download, and there's also an answer key. So go ahead and take the assessment, then check your answers. The second thing that you can do is you can do a sample online assessment, just like the one we're going to give our applicants. If you click on it, it'll take you here. Fill out your name and your information, and then go ahead and complete the assessment. So let's give it a try, and I'll show you what the assessment looks like. Be sure to read all this information. Don't just click through it like I did. All right, so here we are. You see the assessment is mainly multiple choice. We have different kinds of questions, and once you're done, you can submit the assessment. So inshallah, that's all that you need to do in order to apply. Those are the assessments. There are also references that need to be submitted, and the information is on the website. And then there'll be a short interview. The information is there as well. Then finally, you'll have to make a deposit and the tuition payments, and you're all done. So once you've read through these steps, go ahead and click Apply, and go ahead and submit your online application. Before we close, just a quick note about the application. The application cannot be saved. So once you start the application, you have to complete it. I would suggest that once you click on the application, read through it. Figure out what information you need. Maybe start working on your essay questions, because that might take you a little bit of time, and then come back and sit down and fill out the information on the assessment or on the application when you're ready to do so. All right? Jazakumullahu khairan. If you have any questions at all, here's what you need to do. Check out the Dream Frequently Asked Questions page, or you can email us at admissions@bayyinah.com. Jazakumullahu khairan. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make your journey learning Arabic for the sake of the Quran easy and beneficial, and I hope to see you all next year in the Dream program. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.